Looking back, were there specific people who came through that you remember to this day as having a big impression on you?
Sure, Theo Bikel. My mother had every single Theodore Bikel album that ever possibly could come out and played them over and over. So to me, Theo Bikel was an iconic figure. Imagine my delight when I met Theo Bikel and we became friends to this day. The first Broadway show I ever saw was in 1963, I want to say, or 65, when they did the Megillah of Itzik Manger on Broadway. This was the Burstein family. It was Pesach Burstein and Lillian Lux, his wife, and Mike Burstyn, the great Mike Burstyn, who played the young Fastragosse. And I remember seeing it, and I knew that musical backwards and forwards. We had the album, it was on. I could still sing you probably every lyric of every song, you know. It was my favorite. That was my most beloved show. As a matter of fact, I think they're doing it this year at the Folksbiene. In any event, Mike Burstein became my idol. He was a young man at the time, we're going back quite a while now. I think he was maybe 20 years old when he did the show. And we went to the show, and I was a child. I was, maybe what, 5 or 6. And I remember just sitting there flabbergasted at seeing the people that I had heard on the album over and over and over and over and over. And there they were live. And I begged my mother to go to the backstage door so I could get Mike's autograph. And I waited and waited, and eventually he came out, and there he was, Mike Burstein. I mean, what? Please, Mr. Burstein, please, can I have your autograph? And he looked at me, he said, what's your name? I said, Avremele. He said, Avremele, what do you want to be when you grow up? I said, I want to be an actor just like you. And he took my playbill, and he wrote, dear, to Avremele, may you have a long and successful career. I don't remember the exact wording. Love, Mike Burstein. Well, I still have that. Now, Mike and I are friends. I've worked with Mike many times now. And so, in my early 20s, I worked with Mike for the first time. And I brought my playbill and said, Mike, you don't remember this. But this is a memory that is indelible, that has just been entrenched in my soul for the rest of my life. And I showed him this playbill, and we laughed. There were, whether it was Jigan and Schumacher, whether it was just even Itzik Manger reading his own poetry, and the dozens and dozens, if not hundreds of others, who kind of passed through our lives at the time. Quite an extraordinary and very unique period of time, and a very unique experience.